Today I saw for myself that I haven't had the experience that Serena has probably. For me it was though a very, very nice experience, and I thought I played great. Obviously I can improve in a lot of departments.
I think grass is her best surface. She plays so well here. It's her second final in 3 years. All right, so that's wildly impressive, and believe me, I know she wants to go out there and win. So and so do I, and I think it'll be just like the last final. It was a really good final. I think it'll be another good final, and hopefully it'll be a good result.
Is there any chance you think of the Duchess of Sussex coming to see you on Saturday? And you're so loved here. Do you ever kind of feel like Wimbledon royalty yourself?
If there was a royalty, I probably would be. If there was a Wimbledon royalty, I would like to believe I would be Wimbledon royalty. Or, because I've done pretty well here in the past. But I am a member, so that kind of counts. It came from the palace that she is coming on Saturday.
I love the way she said Saturday. She's got like a real London accent. She was in terrific form in the press conference, and I had quite a long chat with her afterwards that you'll see on Saturday. But yeah, Kensington Palace issued a statement saying that the Duchess of Sussex and the Duchess of Cambridge will be here on Saturday afternoon. She made the comment there about Julia Gerges. I mean, I don't understand. When you look at what Gerges has done, losing in the first round, 5 years running here, and then wins 5 matches in a row to get to the semis this year.
Yeah, she really credits David Krinisol for talking to her and saying, you've got the game that suits grass with your big serve. You've got that first strike with the forehand. Your ball moves through the court as well. But you also have to accept that you're going to get awkward bounces. You're going to get some bad luck sometimes, and she would get too negative. And so she's been staying much more calm. I mean, that is an incredible stat, that lose first round. I mean, she's such a good player. She's been in the top 20 frequently. And then to lose the first round 5 years and now get to the semifinals. It's really a huge, huge improvement of just accepting the grass court surface because it's such a short season.
Right, let's talk about Serena and Kim. You're the one who knows how tough it is
yes.
to come back from giving birth to be playing like this in a Grand Slam. Talk about her movement first of all.
I mean, her movement is what has impressed me the most. Is in her first round she looked a little bit shaky. The circumstances were tough. It was very windy, but the way that she's been gradually been able to improve, not just the movement, but her serve, and it's very impressive. And I love seeing how determined she looks and how motivated she is to go out here and try and take the title. It's I love watching. I loved playing against Serena, but I love watching her play as well.
Martina said in commentary that her precision steps are where she's really improved from the first round to now.
Yeah, it's not just moving 20 feet. It's the little adjustment steps to really get yourself organized, to get on balance, and that's so necessary on grass. I think her movement even improved drastically from Camila Giorgi quarterfinal, where she won in 3 sets. All of a sudden now upping it to top 15 in the world Gerges, and she won with such authority. It was really an impressive match. I think that she was a little nervous about Gerges and how dangerous Gerges could be, and just to have that ability to be able to improve almost like 15% from one match to the next, it's absolutely incredible.
How much are you looking forward to Serena against Kerber?
Very much so. I think, with all the top seeds going out, I think this was definitely a kind of a matchup that I was hoping for, that we would get here in the Wimbledon final. And I think it'll be very tough for Serena, for both, obviously. They're both playing very well. And Kerber has been kind of going under the radar. A lot of people, a couple of rounds ago weren't really talking about her that much, but now, we've seen how well she moves on grass. We see, with the left-handed serve can always be very tricky. And she has a good record against Serena. She's beaten her at the Australian Open and obviously lost to her here in the final. But it's she's not scared of playing Serena. She likes the challenge, and she's a girl who will move for 3 hours, very well. And so that will be interesting for me to see how Serena will be able to challenge that.
It is going to be a terrific final, and that of course will be coming up live on the BBC on Saturday. Right, time now for Shot of the Day. And it comes from The boys singles, 17-year-old Anton Matusevic of Great Britain playing Mu Tao of China in the quarterfinals. It's not a bad rally, actually. But that as a disguised drop shot, how good is that? Now we're going to round up some doubles because Jamie Murray was in action with Vika Azarenka tomorrow. By the way, we start at 12:30 and we will be back with Today at Wimbledon tomorrow evening, slightly earlier time of 7:30. But as I say, doubles and mixed doubles and all sorts going on. It's the mixed doubles pairings that are so exciting for Great Britain. Jamie Murray and Victoria Azarenka going really well, and so too 19-year-old Jay Clark and Harriet Dart. Here's Paddy Geary with all of today's news.
If you're looking for British success at Wimbledon, you need to see double. 5 players still involved in the men's and mixed competitions, including a defending champion. Last year, Jamie Murray accompanied Martina Hingis on what turned out to be a glorious farewell tour. Hingis retired, and Jamie had no plans to find a replacement until the chance to play with a former world #1 came along. So began the tale of Jamie Murray and Victoria Azarenka, one that's already had a few cliffhangers. Jamie said he doesn't feel he's played well yet, and during the first set against Jean-Julien Rocher and Damie Skewers, Murray and Azarenka were working on different wavelengths.
Oh, Murray and Azarenka were all over the place there.
They lost it 6-4, but these two have been 5-1 down in a deciding set at this Wimbledon. This double thrive on trouble. Urgency breeds fluency. They took the second 7-5. By the third, they had the choreography sorted. The understanding and movement so essential to doubles success. The Dutch pair played their part in some remarkable rallies. But the punchline always belonged to Murray and Azarenka.
I got a few more grey hairs after that match, I think. Look, I mean, it's mixed doubles. There were some crazy points. Really happy to have Vika by my side, and we did a great job to get through.
For Jay Clark and Harriet Dart, the quarterfinals are unfamiliar territory. In fact, they never thought they'd get this far. Dart was supposed to go on holiday yesterday. But instead, they beat the #1 seeds on Tuesday and weren't clocking off just yet. They took 10th seeds Juan Sebastian Cabal and Abigail Spears deep into a tiebreak, where they ambushed them.
And he's got it.
Clark's been involved in a few epics over the past 10 days. His singles match went to 5 sets. He played in a men's doubles contest that was spread over 3 days. No wonder he seems keen to get this done. They broke. Cabal and Spears were soon headed for departures.
Jamie, thank you very much.
Keep that towel on the sunbed. Dart and Clark will be busy tomorrow. Murray and Azarenka await. To the men's doubles, and Joe Salisbury had chosen his partner carefully. Fredrik Nielsen won the title with another Brit, Jonathan Murray, back in 2012. The Dane has since drifted outside the top 200 in the doubles rankings, but this unlikely pair had beaten 3 seeds on the way to the semis, and from a set down to Raven Klaasen and Michael Venus, they ricocheted back.
Oh, yes. That's the skill he's got.
Klaasen and Venus had put 5th seeds Jamie Murray and Bruno Suarez out in the quarterfinals. In the third set, you could see why.
Oh, some player.
They took that 6-3 and had too much again in the fourth. The New Zealander and South African outwitting a pair that only got together earlier this year.
Unbelievable. They're into the final, and Joe Salisbury's fairy tale comes to an end.
The story has an important postscript though. In a week or so, Salisbury's earned £56,000. Before that, it had taken him his whole career to make less than £85,000. On court 3, an Englishman condemned to work next to a Croatian. Don't mention Moscow. Dominic Inglot and Franco Škugor had to forget that semi-final. They had one of their own. It too went the distance. Americans Mike Bryan and Jack Sock went 2 sets and 6 match points up. But of course, Croatians are capable of comebacks. Škugor and Inglot stole that third set on a tiebreak. On into the fourth. Again, the set went into extra time. Tiebreak 2, all-out attack from Inglot and Skugor.
Amazing point.
Dom was once in a rom-com. He had a part in 2004 film Wimbledon, but this was a feature-length action-adventure. Here, Inglot and Skugor somehow try and save a match point again.
That's an unbelievable point to finish things here on court 2.
Heroic, but proof the All England doesn't always do Hollywood endings.
Oh, I love doubles. It's just brilliant to watch. And this is the order of play on centre court tomorrow. Kevin Anderson up against John Isner first, followed by one of the great rivalries in tennis, Novak Djokovic against Rafa Nadal. And the all-British semi-final in the mixed doubles will be the third match on court 1. So that's Clark and Dart against Murray and Azarenka. Actually, it's not completely all-British because Azarenka's not British, but the other three are. We've naturalised her. Right, a word on Novak against Rafa, Kim.
Well, this is the match that I'm looking forward to the most. Is obviously I saw Rafa play here before his first practice, before his first round match, and the way that he was practicing and how flat he was hitting. Only a few days after he won in Paris, and it's incredible to me how quickly he's able to turn that around.
What are the numbers, Tracy?
What is it? 26 to 25 for Novak. 51 times they've played already, and they're still going.
It is extraordinary. It's going to be a really good semi-final. Right.